Broadcasting live. It's America's longest running talk show on computers. It's Computer America, bringing you the biggest names in technology with guest interviews, new products, and your emails. Listen live at computeramerica.com on any device around the world. Email the show at live@computeramerica.com or find us on social media. Be sure to check out our website for contests, giveaways, show notes, live video stream, podcasts, and more. You're listening to Computer America.
Hello and welcome everyone into the Computer America Show. We are the nation's longest running, nationally syndicated radio talk show on computers and technology. Sorry I say that so fast, but hey, I want to make sure to get to this interview as fast as possible. Everyone, computeramerica.com will have a link to our guest website and of course anything that we talk about here on the show today. Joining us today is a company called Gamma AR and Gamma Technologies, GAMMA-AR.com if you want to find out more. But we have joining us the CEO and CTO, both co-founders of the company, and of course, Ken or Jayan, thank you so much for joining us here on the show. How you doing?
Thanks a lot. We are doing well. Hope you are doing well too.
Yeah, no, doing well, and I hope that CES has been not too busy for you. I know that this is day 3 or 4 of the event. It's chaotic there. How's the show going for you guys?
Great. There's a lot of interest from very different fields, and we are very happy to be here.
Perfect. Yeah, and I'm happy that you could join us. So I think a good overview, if you'd like to start out, is tell us a bit about Gamma AR and also, what's your mission? Why construction?
Great. So let's just start a little bit with my past. I'm an architect by profession. Jayan is a computer scientist, and we do that basically to prevent errors on the construction side. You have to know construction can be chaotic.
Yeah.
And there is a lot of, let's say, savings. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Sorry, the connection was breaking up just a little bit, but keep going, please.
Okay. Yeah, sure. So construction can be sometimes a little bit chaotic, and we basically help to prevent a lot of errors on the site, which are up to 5% of the whole construction costs. So this is what we do.
Yeah, and we actually have a regular correspondent on the show who was a longtime employee of Autodesk, and so we're fairly familiar on the show with construction and AR and things like that. Let's talk, and I think for a lot of people out there, construction is fairly, not technical. It's concrete, it's heavy lifting, it's hammers, it's nails. What benefit does bringing technology have? And I know that you already mentioned like reducing errors, but what other benefits do you have for the work site?
Okay. Usually, if you go to any construction site, what you will see is that the architects and engineers, they will plan something. And then when it comes to the concrete part that you mentioned, there are people on the site who will basically need to recreate what they see in the drawings and build exactly that. And here's basically where the errors happen. And here's what Gamma AR does better, because instead of paper plans, we provide a tool that creates basically an overlay, like augmented reality, on the site with the plannings and from the architects and engineers.
So are you adding in another person into this, someone who, of course, you have the architect and you have, whoever's leading the project. Are you adding in a third employee being like, oh, now you have to model the whole thing in 3D, or is it scanning with a camera? How do you get a physical work site into the phone to make sure it all lines up?
Yeah, just so you know, at the moment, many architects, engineers, construction companies, contractors use already BIM as like a 3D modeling, let's say, scheme to bring this actually into their own planning and also into their procurement. What we do is we take that and we bring exactly these models to the construction site.
Because usually they create highly detailed 3D models and then they print them out on paper plans, which is a waste. And what we are doing, we enable them to actually bring the 3D model on site in an intuitive way with augmented reality.
Have you found, and this is more of a real world use case scenario, have you found that you've prevented errors before they even happen? Like, can you see that, oh, that wall is actually sticking out of that wall, that can't happen? Like, is that the kind of errors that you reduce?
Yes, for example, this one that you said, but also many times you will have a pipe that needs to go through some, let's say, some opening in a concrete wall. So meanwhile, there's like the casting of the concrete. You can still go there and adapt it. So you don't have, you have to drill the opening again. And drilling a concrete block is really expensive, and we have to prevent that.
Yeah, and of course, for everyone out there watching the video portion, you can see a demonstration of this where it looks like they're putting ductwork for ACs and things like that, and putting it into a real space and just kind of being able to look around and see it. I mean, it looks fairly intuitive. Does this work with iPhones and Android and like just regular phones and tablets, or do they need like the headset, goggles, and all that good stuff?
So this works with regular phones and tablets, but we always recommend newer phones because they have better camera. And of course, like the phones such as the iPhone Pro, the new iPhone Pro 12, 13, and the iPad Pros have the LiDAR sensor, which makes the tracking much more precise for augmented reality.
And augmented reality. When it comes to the augmented reality, do you have any kind of statistics on how accurate it can be, like within a foot, within a couple inches in a space? Because I'm sure accuracy matters a lot in this.
Yes, accuracy matters. Like as soon as you position yourself on the site, it's actually like just below 1 inch. So usually what we advise our users, is when they go to the site and there is still some drift in the hardware that is just like normal, that can happen after walking like, let's say, 50 feet or so. Maybe there you have small, like a few inch drift, then they can just reposition. And we made it super simple. Like what is important about Gamma is that it is very easy to use by everyone. And that was super important for us. So on the construction side, it's hands-on people, and Gamma has to be used by hands-on people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's and of course it's very important because you don't want to waste all your time retraining everyone to use this. It needs to be just kind of point and click, and you're off to the races. So of course there's that. It looks like you have your own kind of portal to help facilitate that communication between the office and the field. Makes a lot of sense. So tell me a bit more about kind of the business. How's pricing? Is this going to be a big expense, or do you think this is just kind of rolled into compared to other solutions, it's pretty cheap? Like talk about how much this costs.
Compared to other solutions, it's fairly like similar price to, for example, outdoor solutions as well. Mm-hmm. What is important to know is basically if they prevent one error, one issue on the site, a license cost is already paid off. So the amortization is direct. We are talking about like $600, $700 for enterprise licenses around this, and
per year per user.
Yeah.
So if one user just finds one error, like a missing hole in the concrete, then you've already got back your money. So
yeah.
Right. Yeah. And of course, construction can add up very quickly, especially mistakes. Like you said, it was the leading cause of wasted time, money, and energy. So all that being said, I mean, this looks very, very cool. And of course, just the fact that it runs on any kind of smartphone is, really, really intuitive, I think, for a lot of people. So with that being said, works with Android, works with iPhone. Trying to think if there's anything here that we didn't touch on. I'll go ahead and let you guys have the last word. Is there anything that we didn't touch on or that you want to talk about?
No, it's all great. It's definitely an interesting thing, and I would recommend to all construction people that work at the end of BIM models to go and try it out. It's 30 days free trial, so go and get it.
Yeah, Perfectly said. So once again, everyone, Gamma AR, and of course GAMMA -AR.com. If you want to find out more, we'll have a link in the homepage. Gentlemen, I want to thank you so much. I know that it's busy there, and it's been a long couple of days, but you did great. Everyone, we highly recommend you go check out the videos. You have great product videos there to kind of demonstrate the features. Guys, thank you so much, and I hope that you have a great rest of your CES.
Thank you so much too. Have a great day.
Have a good one. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.